Okay, so we'll begin. If you want to find yourself a posture that feels really comfortable, that feels supportive of practicing. So taking care of your body and what your body is okay with right now, but also maybe bringing in a sense of dignity in the posture. So an uprightness, if that's okay for you. And of course, sometimes it's more important just to relax and lie down, so that's also okay. So let's take the luxury of this time and space wholeheartedly, feeling the quiet and the stillness around us as we settle here. You know, maybe the sounds of life going on outside of the room, just letting that be now. Here we have an oasis of quiet and a place to luxuriate in stillness. So seeing if we can feel the space and feel the quiet, like drinking it in. And letting our body settle into this moment. Feeling the ground beneath us. And giving the weight of our body to the ground and to the seat that we're supported by. And then noticing very gently that there is a rhythm of breathing happening in our body. And seeing if we can guide our attention to follow the breathing in a light way, a bit like being carried by it, like being carried on the waves of a gentle sea. And as we gradually find our breath and feel it moving through the body, inevitably there'll be a pulling away into thinking. So if you've already lost yourself in thinking, then just noticing that. That's what our minds do. And coming back, we don't need to judge or get tangled up in it. We just find our way back again to the flow of the breath. Experiencing how our body moves and creates the process we call breathing. And just noticing if there's a tendency to get overly focused in on the breath. We want to have a really light touch here. Sometimes there's a tension around our attention. So if we can release that, our presence is almost casual. Very receptive to being carried along by the breath's rhythm. Noticing how the whole body can feel as if it's housing the breath, like the breath touches the back, touches how our shoulders move very, very slightly. They touch the base of the body where we're sitting onto the chair. So it can feel almost as if our whole body is breathing, like our pores are breathing. Maybe there can be a slight tinge of appreciation of our breath, appreciating that the breath is happening, keeping us alive, animating us. And as we sit in this way, we may become aware of how we are. So you don't want to sit with the breath and exclude how we actually are. So instead, can we include whatever is here? Whatever feelings are around, whatever the body is feeling today. Even if there are unwanted feelings, maybe they can be included as well. And still resting and flowing with the breath, alongside how we actually are right now. So I'm going to suggest a little bit of reflection. And the important thing is not to move away from how we have been practicing up till now. So if you can continue to rest in that place with the breath and including what's around for you. So I'm going to drop a question in, and this is a bit like dropping a pebble into a pond. So letting the question be the pebble and letting it drop into the pond and create ripples. And our job is to notice and feel the ripples. So the question is, why is mindfulness important to me? Why is mindfulness important to me? So, noticing any tendency to move into thinking it through. We're not here to think it through. You could do that later if you want to. Right now, it's about seeing if we can experience those ripples in a holistic way. What does this question bring to you? What begins to speak from inside, from in the body, from in your feelings and your heart? It may not come out in words, it may come out in images or sensations, mood, impulse. Why is mindfulness important to me? Here's another question. Does mindfulness connect with my life purpose in some way? Does mindfulness connect with my life purpose, with what I most wish to bring to fruition in my life? Again, noticing the ripples. See if we can remain present in our body. Does mindfulness connect with my life purpose in some way? And then a third question. What is my deepest motivation for practicing mindfulness? What is my deepest motivation for practicing mindfulness? So again, just seeing if we can refrain from getting caught up in thinking about these questions and let them resonate within us. Let them create their ripples. You don't have to find a nicely packaged answer. It's more about connecting with our inner response, because that feels like connecting with what's essential and being connected with ourselves on a deeper level. What is my deepest motivation for practicing mindfulness? Now we'll begin to let go of the reflections. And just come back to a simple presence with the breath as we developed it earlier in the practice. So in the same way that we dropped the pebble into the pond earlier, I'm going to now drop a very short poem into our practice. So just like before, if we can rest and remain connected to our body and our breath, and just let the words filter in. And we don't need to figure out what they mean, but we're going to just allow them to make their ripples within us. So the poem is by a hermit who lived a very, very long time ago in Japan called Saigyo. Among deep mountains, the heart's moon shines pure, and I see within that mirror the whole world enlightened. Among deep mountains, the heart's moon shines pure, and I see within that mirror the whole world enlightened. And if we can let the poem come into our practice just in the same way that we did with the reflections, like a pebble dropping into a pond. We don't need to figure anything out about what the poem means. We just let it impact us and notice how we feel as a response. So we'll just bring our practice to a close and just releasing any particular focus. And dedicating our practice to the realizing of our potential and to our deepest well-being. And also wishing that our practice won't stop with us, but will spread in widening circles to bring benefit in the world.